Hey YouTube fam, I've missed you guys. It's been a couple of days enjoying Thanksgiving and being present with some of the kids that were able to make it, some friends, even my former mother-in-law, who I don't call my ex-mother-in-law, I call her mom. She said I could divorce her son, but not her. And that's exactly what I did. She is a treasure, she is a gift. And her and I have a beautiful relationship, especially now that we're both widow. Her husband passed away, my former father-in-law, a couple of years before my honey passed away. So we really have just a beautiful friendship. Look at all the lights. Can you see those? Aww. Oh, I really love that. This time of year, it's a beautiful thing. So, I was thinking, have your voice ever been silenced? It seems like in my generation, in the 60s, I was born in 68, it was very normal to be told that, well, not even to be told, you just knew that you didn't have an opinion. You couldn't ask for what you wanted. That's how I grew up. I was to be seen, not heard. And a lot of times not even seen. But it's just had me thinking how it took me so long, guys. Holy moly. So long to be able to express myself fully. And that's, that's kind of like how I'm feeling nowadays. And it just brings me so much joy. I cannot imagine, another 10 years going by and me not able to speak. And not just speak, but speak my truth in a way that I don't have anything that holds me back anymore. Anything, anyone. I am not concerned about people's opinions about me. That's none of my business. I let them be, which is another reason why, man, it just feels so aligned to be on here and just being raw and genuine. It just feels so timely. And I don't know, I've expressed to a couple of my friends, because I've gotten a lot of good feedback, guys. And by the way, thank you for the feedback that I have gotten from my YouTube family. It's all been so beautiful, so positive. Eventually, I'm sure I'm gonna get maybe a troll or two. But again, that'll be none of my business. I will learn how to delete or block those comments and move on about my life. I don't have time for that. This is not a space to be negative. It's not a space to be a hater. If anything, it's completely the opposite. But going back to, here goes my favorite plant. Love this plant. Jesus, sorry guys. Oh my God. I have no inhibitions. I have no, oh my goodness, no, I think there's a saying, Americans say no holds bar, something like that. Again, not the best with the quotes or the sayings for that matter. English is my second language, guys. I was born in the Dominican Republic And I moved to New York when my father passed away. He was shot and killed in 1979. That'll be really good content for another video. I was just turning 11, and my mom decided that she wanted her 2 daughters with her in New York. So there's times that I think in English and I can easily translate it to Spanish, and vice versa, where I'm thinking in Spanish and I can easily translate it to English. But there's times that I'm like, ay, ¿cómo se dice? Ay, how do you say that again? But bear with me. You know what? This is a good time to kind of like introduce myself a little bit and tell you a little bit about myself. I do have 4 adult children. They are some beautiful human beings. They're all on their own except for my little one who lives with me. She's the only girl. The other 3 are boys. And you know, talking about like having your voice taken away, even while parenting, during the times that I was still married to their dad, I just let him speak because he was just, I always felt like, oh my gosh, this guy, he's so smart, so mature, so intellectual. Oh God, his English is so advanced. And you know, when you're in love and all that BS, not that it's BS, but you know, when you're young and dumb and you believe a lot of different things, you believe other people's words instead of your own. Yeah, it's a process, and marriage is not for everyone. I was married to my first husband for almost 12 years, more or less, 11, 12 years. But guys, I knew at 7 years of marriage that I wanted out. But back then, being the goody two-shoes Christian that I was, I believed what other people told me about the man that I was married to and living with. I mean, listen to what I just said. I believed them more than I believed in myself about the man that I lived with. They were not dealing with what I was dealing with. I was the one that was dealing with that. His behavior and anyway, all of that to say that, so another 5 years, it took me another 5 years, guys, to finally kind of like build up the strength. I mean, he also helped a lot with that because he just became this very irresponsible individual. I don't know, he was not very honest either. And all of that taught me so much about myself, why I even put up with all of that for as long as I did. But let me tell you, when I had my awakening, my spiritual awakening in 2001, it was a wrap. Because the thing is, not all of us, but a lot of, so you know, I speak for myself. I was not taught to believe in myself. I mean, for crying out loud, I didn't have an opinion. I didn't have a voice. I was so shy, guys. Would you believe that I was so shy? Painfully shy. So working for a major airline, oh my God, that was a gift, guys. Working with the public for almost 32 years, that really helped. That was a gift. And that's all I wanted to do. I remember like right before graduating high school, I just wanted to work for American Airlines because I had traveled a few times as a kid as an unaccompanied minor, as a matter of fact, which means like you travel alone and the flight attendants take care of you and all of that. But I loved, as scary as it was at times, or nervous just getting on. Once I was on that plane, I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. So I was blessed with that little gift where my parents would have me spend the summers with them in New York. And so I built this love for traveling since I was a little kid. From what I'm told, my mom says I was traveling. I got my first passport, I think, at 2 years young. Holy cow! And then I moved permanently to New York in 1979. Yeah, I had just turned 11. That's when my father was killed, and a new journey began. And I'm just so happy, guys, that even though it took me this long, it just feels so aligned and so right. So peaceful,